right, so second trip of the day. First trip of the day got cut a little short due to overcrowding. So I'm hoping by going at nighttime, I won't really see many people. I'm actually hoping that too, because where I'm actually going is got no light, so it might be a little sketchy at nighttime. I did bring a headlight, but being completely honest, I went night fishing about a week ago and thought it was waterproof, dropped it in the water. It is not waterproof, so like it kind of flickers. So hoping that can hold up. I also have like a spotlight, but that's mostly to just see, you know, the hooks when I'm baiting them. I am going to be targeting catfish, not hopefully big catfish. I know during the nighttime there's a little bit of a better bite. Right now the tide, I believe, is still coming in, but it's going to be a switch, so I'm hoping that with that little bit of current, we'll be able to have some fish. Bait I'm using is going to be cut spot that I caught last summer. I'm going to chunk them up into like just big enough bite-sized pieces for them. So stay tuned. This will be my first night video that's on the channel, so hopefully it's easy to watch. I don't know how it's gonna be. I don't know how this camera really shoots at nighttime, to be honest with you. All right, so here's the setup for today's, or let me say tonight's fishing trip. 2-ounce egg sinker, barrel swivel, 2 feet of fluorocarbon, and I've got a Gamagatsku size 3.0 hook right here. We're gonna be targeting catfish tonight. So one of the best things about using a bait runner reel is that I could set out the bait and set the bait runner and hear when the fish is taking off, because it is going to be nighttime, and where I'm planning on fishing there's not any light whatsoever, so that could be a problem with seeing the rod tip. We are targeting catfish tonight, but I know there are stripers around, so either or any type of fish we catch tonight would be a success. Now here's what I used, just like I spoke earlier. Gamagatsku size 3.0 hooks, Octopus. Fluorocarbon's a little heavy. Typically I wouldn't use 40 pounds, but I honestly don't know what I did with my 25 or 20 pounds, so kind of gotta just go with the flow. And then just size 5 barrel swivel. Now I am shooting a lot of this in the daytime, just because I'm afraid at nighttime the film quality is not going to be great. But for bait, I just got these spot that I caught last summer. I froze them in 3 packs. They work great as cut bait, strip bait. In theory I'd love to use bunker or even chicken, but currently every food store is out of chicken, and I think it'd be pretty pitiful for me to go and, you know, take food out of a food store that somebody could be using for, you know, their family. So I figured, why not use these half rotting spot that have been sitting in my freezer for a year. All right, so we're at the first spot. I just deployed the catfish rod, got the bait runner on, fresh chunk or frozen chunk of spot out there, so if anything comes, we'll hear it. So while I'm at time, I'm just gonna cut little chunks. All right, while I got the time, I also brought my triple hook rig. I'm gonna put a piece of shrimp on each hook. Let's see. All right, let's get this out there. So tide's coming in, so we're gonna switch this rod to this holder. That way I'm not getting crossing lines. Looks like something's messing with the catfish rod. Let's check it. Fish on. Fish on. Ooh, let's go. Ooh, let's go. Fighting like a catfish. About 10 feet away, but I can't see it. The way it's moving, it has to be a cat. Oh, let's go. That's a monster cat. That's a monster cat, baby. That's a freaking monster. Oh, Lord. Damn. Son, look at this monster. Let's go. That's a freaking giant. I mean, my pole holder that's right here is about 4 feet long. Oh, that giant's, damn, look at that monster. Alright, so I don't know if I had enough light, but I brought this. I mean, this is just a solid cat. I mean, that's one big catfish. But we're gonna let this giant go. I mean, just to give you perspective, I wear size 13, and I mean, that giant's going past my feet. But let's let this guy go. All right. And off he goes. So I showed you guys the rig. Here's what's left of that bait. I mean, they really take that whole chunk. All right, so we're gonna take a piece of that chunk bait that I cut earlier. Piece like that. Now, what I like to do, I like spot because it's tough. Bunker works well, mackerel works well if you salt them. But it's so tough, I'm like struggling to actually get it on the hook, feed it through. There we go. That's a juicy piece of bait right there, my man. If I was a catfish, I would 100% eat that. Let me wash my hands of that smell, because that has been sitting in my freezer for some time. Let me get this back out there. First fish of the day was a giant cat, man. Can't beat that with a stick, man. I can't see like 10 feet past me, so I'd like to say I was probably a 20-yard cast, if that. We're just gonna get the rod in the holder, tighten the drag, and we're good. I must say, what makes this a little bit more uneasy is I have these reeds behind me, and it's super windy tonight, so every time I keep hearing them moving, I feel like someone's about to come from behind and stab me. So it's kind of like a mixed feeling of joy catching that catfish, and also the fear of, you know, somebody popping out of these reeds and just stabbing me to death. But I mean, it's a risk I'm willing to take tonight. Now, with all this free time I've had recently, I've been doing a lot of research, and I did find that catfish do like to feed at night. Not that you can't catch them in the day, because I've caught a ton in the day, but they say the big ones really feed, I guess they're nocturnal feeders, I guess you'd call it. So we're definitely gonna see if any bigger ones, oops, something's hitting this. Let's see, this is the triple hook rig. Whatever it was dropped it. Fish on, let's go. This is the triple hook rig, so it doesn't feel big, but it's a fish. Fighting like a cat. What do we got? What do we got? We got a catfish. Another catfish. Channel cat. But this guy is tiny compared to that first fish we just had. Still not bad specimen. What I've learned from research is that they use their barbels right here to sense food, and I guess scent in the water, because I mean, you see how hard it is to see right now, especially with the wind. The water is churned up. But all right, second fish of the day. We're gonna let this guy go. You know, let me get so you can see the release. And he's gone. Definitely a lot of little cats messing with that one, with that big bait, because they'll pull and then drop. That first fish, I know you can't see it because it's so damn dark, but that first fish nearly took the rod out of my holder. Fish on. There we go. He might came off. I don't know. Nope. He's just, holy moly. I think we're on both ends of the spectrum tonight. Look at that little cat. My Lord. I mean, I could live line that guy for the size one that I caught earlier. Let's get him back in the water. So, isn't that crazy? I go from catching, you know, one that I barely could hold to one that I could fit in my hand. Let's get this guy back in the water. Now, I do have to do some research into the legality of noodling in New Jersey, because I've done it in other states. I don't know if it's legal actually in New Jersey, but when I do get home, I'm gonna look it up if it is. Once the weather does get a little bit warmer, I'll definitely put out a video of that, because that'd be a cool thing to show. Fish on. Might have came off again. Yep. Fish on. Ooh. Oh, he might have ran me in something. No, he's running, he's running. Oh. He might have came off, although it feels like there's some type of weight on the line. Well, I know for a fact that guy wasn't peeling line. That's weird. I might have had two on. Nothing that size should be peeling line. I think I might have had another one on the bottom hook, or something might have grabbed this little guy as he well, story of my life. We start out with, you know, a slamming sized catfish, and then these little guys invade the water. I'm gonna be honest, I probably don't got much more time here. Although it's been a fun trip, it is a little bit sketchy. My neck kind of hurts. I keep turning my neck hard to my right because I keep thinking somebody's walking up on me. But today actually has been pretty successful for this type of trip. I mean, I'd have loved to get more catfish like the same size as that first one, but I do have to remember that it is March. I do know April, May, and summertime, man, they catch some slamming catfish in this river. So, I mean, can't be too upset about today. All right, I'm officially done for the night. Ugh. I also do want to get home at a reasonable hour and get a good night's sleep because I do got another fishing trip planned for tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed tonight's video. If you do like my videos, as usual, please subscribe to my page. Almost at 200 subscribers, which is awesome considering a couple weeks ago I wasn't even at, 80. So it is telling me that I'm starting to make some content that people enjoy. Please, if you like my videos, send them to your friends that fish. All right, have a safe night, and I'll see you guys in the morning.